All Business Media presents the Professionals Roundtable. Hear what's hot in the professional world. Timely topics to propel your career to the next level. Professionals Roundtable, exclusively on All Business Media.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Professionals Roundtable. I'm your host, Chrissy J., and my guest this afternoon is Corrie Casserly from California. Good afternoon, Corrie. How are you today?
I'm great, Chrissy. How are you doing?
Doing very well, thank you. So, for all of my listeners, Corrie is a Feng Shui consultant of Feng Shui by Corrie, located in California, but she's willing to help you no matter where you are. So, Corrie, can you tell us a little bit more about who you are and what you do?
Yes. Well, first of all, Chrissy, thank you so much for having me on your show. It's really exciting. And secondly, about the business, I really basically help people, but not in the typical sense of sitting down with a therapist or anything like that. I go to people's homes, their businesses. I work remotely, and I'm able to help people get out of career ruts, health ruts, relationship ruts, problems with neighbors, etc. I do that by helping them in their environment. A lot of times the environment has a lot of odd stuff in it that people don't even realize is affecting them for ill. So I go in there and I help jazz up people's lives and arrange the energy in the house, and it's great fun.
Okay. So now, you said odd stuff. Now, I know everyone has odd stuff, but so how exactly does that help you with rearranging the energy in somebody's house or office or what have you?
Yeah, so for example, I had a client who was having a real hard time with their getting job offers on the table and getting job offers that were good enough. Mm-hmm. And they were having real issues, and I went into their place and noticed that the area of their house that relates to finances and financial stability, that had really bad plumbing in it. The toilet wasn't working.
Oh.
So I said, you got to get that fixed. They called a plumber, and within 24 hours, no kidding, she had 4 really great, better than expected job offers on the table, and she picked from one of them. So, because energetically, things that aren't seen, that most people don't really understand, are really affecting. You have a funky neighbor. Mm-hmm. It could be cluttering your mental space, and there's ways to, and you don't even realize it. You don't know that they're taking energy from you somehow. So I'm able to distinguish that and help create really healthy boundaries in a really fun, useful, effective way. I mean, the list goes on of things that are corrected, but those are just a few.
Fantastic. So now, what was it that drew you to this line of work? I kind of feel like I was tricked into it. Haha, surprise, you're in Feng Shui now.
Yeah, well, when I lived in New York City, I was doing a lot of spiritual and metaphysical thinking. I was taking some classes, and I found that these teachers and people started asking me to set up their spaces energetically before big meetings and shows or trade shows, and without even really thinking one way or the other about it, it was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll do that. And without really the formal training, I was getting requests to help people because they noticed that when I was around doing stuff, that the energy of a certain space, people started coming towards it more. And it's very good for business. They were drawn to it. They were felt really alive and happy. And so they just naturally started asking me to do that when I lived in New York. And then I moved out of New York, came to the West Coast, to Laguna Beach, and within a week had met a master Feng Shui consultant and teacher. So I was kind of almost destined to come over to Laguna Beach and start my serious Feng Shui training here. And so it just evolved from there. Then I started teaching and helping with the master teacher, and then I've just been working in the field, 13, 14 years on my own with my own clients and teaching.
Wow. So it sounds like, I mean, you said you started, just taking classes in metaphysical and philosophy, and it sounds like it really ties in very well with this, because if my understanding of Feng Shui is correct, it's based on a philosophical system, correct, about harmony between yourself and your environment? Almost like Taoism? Okay.
Yeah, and I think the form of Feng Shui, there's a couple different schools of Feng Shui, and the form that I practice, it's got so many facets to it, so that no matter what kind of training you're doing metaphysically, or what kind of discipline or spirituality, if you believe in God, if you believe in something else, all of those systems of thought and religion and spiritual practices actually help you elevate yourself so that you're able to even practice the Feng Shui principles even more clearly. So it's everything you do to help with that type of awareness will actually help. And then I just happen to run into or be drawn to a master teacher of the Feng Shui principles. So I feel really fortunate with that. But all of those modalities help you become a clear channel for that energy.
See, I just see that that's the universe doing its own Feng Shui on you. I mean, you switch locations. As soon as you moved your environment, you were more in harmony with what you were doing, and that's when you had that opportunity to meet him.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, that's funny.
See, that's the way I see it, because you're like, then I changed my environment, and these things happened. It's like, well, this is what you do for people. So this is what the universe did for you in kind.
That's very fun. Well, that's a very astute. I never even looked at it that way. And the amazing thing about that is I Feng Shuied a healing center. And as a result of that, I met my spiritual master teacher. And so I do spiritual guidance and healing along with the Feng Shui. It all goes hand in hand. So because of the Feng Shui, my whole life has kind of unfolded. But I fought it. I haven't necessarily wanted to do it because it's a lot of discipline and a lot of mental discipline and spiritual and emotional all day, every day. And so it's kind of, I've avoided it a lot.
Well, and that does sound like it could be an awful lot to take on. It's a very involved process from what you're saying, It can be an awful lot just to have to shoulder that, like you said, day in and day out. But you certainly seem like you're doing it well, and you're bringing a lot of positive energy through on the mic. So I do thank you for that. But unfortunately, we've actually run out of time today. But Corrie, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to join me here on the Roundtable. For all of my listeners, please visit her website, www.fengshuibycorrie.com, and that's www.f as in Frank, E as in Echo, N as in Nancy, G as in Golf, S as in Sam, HUI by Corrie, CORRIE as in Echo.com. Corrie, thank you again so much for joining me this afternoon on the Roundtable.
Thank you, Chrissy.
You are welcome. For everyone else, we'll be back right after this.
All Business Media presents the Professionals Roundtable. Hear what's hot in the professional world. Timely topics to propel your career to the next level. Professionals Roundtable, exclusively on All Business Media.
Hi, this is Terry Crews, actor, former football player, game show host, father of 5, and all-around big dude. I'm also an expert on drama. I know all kinds of drama. There's the good kind that comes with having a house full of kids. There's the bad kind, like season-ending injuries. There's the necessary kind, like having an agent in Hollywood. And there's silly drama, like the drama around my percolating pectorals. And then there's the drama you can skip.
Skip the drama that comes with not having your high school diploma or equivalency. Find free adult education classes near you and finish your high school diploma. Visit finishyourdiploma.org.
Or text diploma to 97779. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. That's diploma to 97779. And leave the drama to actors like me.
Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.